Racing in principle is a fairly simple concept. The person who crosses the finish line after completing a designated amount of distance, whether that be through laps or against the clock, is the winner. Not particularly hard to understand and grasp. However, racing is a lot more than just that. Sometimes factors such as strategy, car setup, and the weather can have key roles to play in deciding the outcome of a race. That being said though, there is one particular saying that is perhaps the most important of them all. That is, to finish first you have to finish. Now that's not particularly hard to understand either. The difference though is that achieving it when you're trying to finish ahead of several other drivers, trying to achieve the same thing as you, it's not that straightforward. Usually though, a good number of drivers and teams will at least get to the finish, even back in the early days of black and white television, where reliability was a much larger factor. Note how I said usually, not always. So you're probably expecting the race to be one that occurred in the 50s or 60s. No, it took place in 2017. Okay, so was it an endurance race? No, it was an 8-lap race at the Sepang circuit in Malaysia for the Formula 4 Southeast Asia Championship. This event was a support category for the small racing series called the FIA Formula 1 World Championship. Never heard of it, if I'm being totally honest with you. It was the first event for the regional F4 series' season, which included some drivers that you may recognise. Current Indy NXT driver Daniel Frost, and a racer in FIA F3 last year, Nazim Azman. The weekend was meant to include 6 races. However, that would be cut down to 5 because in one of the F1 practice sessions, Romain Grosjean crashed after suffering a rear puncture on a broken drain. This though had other complications. Due to the delays, races 2 and 3 for the Formula 4s would have to be run one after the other. Perhaps a bit awkward, but it is workable. Race number 2 went by without an issue. However, race 3 was a different story. The 9 cars got off the line and completed 5 of the 8 laps without a problem. On lap 6 though, 4 cars retired from the race. Then on lap 7, 3 more cars came to a halt. With cars littering the track, the safety car was deployed. But the safety car picked up just 1 car, that of Thai driver Kane Shepherd. By the time they got to turn 2 on the last lap, Kane's car also pulled over, which left precisely 0 cars remaining in the race. After initially giving Kane the victory on provisional classification, Daniel Frost would officially be declared the winner of the race. So what was going on? Well, if anyone remembers the small film on Top Gear where they race supercars around the test track with just a gallon of petrol in their fuel tanks, then this scenario isn't too far off that. As the series ended up in a scenario which had 2 races back to back, which is not something that usually occurs in any form of racing, all the cars were meant to be fueled to do both races, as there wasn't enough time to top up the cars once the first race had been completed. You can guess what's coming next, can't you? The amount of fuel required to do both races was miscalculated. Also, all the cars were run by the same team, Meritus GP, so in essence, the fuel that was put in originally wasn't enough to complete both races, unless the cars were being driven on an economy run. Not something you usually have to think about whilst motor racing. Peter Thompson, who's the head of the organisation who ran the event, later said, "I apologise unreservedly for the results of race 3. The winner, Daniel Frost, said, "It is a disappointing way to end the race, but on the positive, I am happy with the result that was declared." That somehow doesn't surprise me. I'm sure there have been other races which have had every car DNF, however they will have to go some way in being in more unique circumstances than this one. That though is going to be it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Until the next video though, enjoy the rest of your day.